welcome to Sea Voices! Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Before we begin, we would like to reiterate that this show is aimed towards mature audiences, so attendance of minors is left at the discretion of the parents. But tonight, our show will take you on adventures, magical fights, reconciliations, and all the emotions you can possibly imagine. We want to thank all our performers tonight for their hard work. This show has been under preparation since before we arrived to Ghana, so tonight you will see the fruits of our work. We want to thank Adrian Moore for her dedication and coaching. Also thanks to Kevin Crane for helping us with bookings and scheduling. And a round of applause for all our performers, Johnny, Ceili, Ethan, Cassie, Avril, Diego, Edson, Nia, Eva, Noah, Julia, Emilie, Antonio, and myself. Thank you! The first performance I will have will be from Johnny playing Sol from the play No Sisters.
You, sir!
What's up?
You're stupid, right?
Yeah,
Right?
a little bit.
You do stupid things.
We all did.
You made stupid choices.
I think we all did.
Done stupid things you regret.
Yeah.
Things you never want to admit in front of this crowd. Because they were so stupid. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'd say so.
And the rest of you, how many of you are stupid? I see you in the back. You're liars. Liars. You're all cringing slightly or hugely right now, aren't you? Because I might call on you next. And you might be forced, if only facially, to admit that you too are among the ranks of the stupid. Or, should I say, the human. Human equals stupid, right? Right? I mean, look at the world right now. Right now. The insane shit that's flying around the airwaves. You see it, right? They won. Did you notice? They did. Them. The forces. The current level of stupidity and horror can't be real. Except for the fucking unfathomable fact that it totally is. Everywhere. You watch the news and the fake news, and you can't separate the parodies from realities because you know it has finally worked. We're finally so fucking confused and caught up by making the news sound like entertainment, and entertainment mimic the news, and newspapers sounding like tabloids, and reality shows being faker than fictional shows that are actually realer to us than our own lives, that we're just all fucking caught up and confused and docile as fucking sheep. So that we can be left where the forces want us to go. The forces of money, the forces of power, the forces that want to keep them up and us down. The forces that want them selling and us buying whatever the fuck they want to sell. What other forces have there ever been, ever anywhere?
Next up, She Kills Monsters tells the story of Agnes Evans, played by Sofia, as she deals with the death of her younger sister Tilly, played by Ceili. When Agnes comes across Tilly's Dungeons & Dragons notebook, she is thrust into the game that was her sister's refuge.
I just wish I could talk to her about all this. Where do I even start?
Try axing her.
Okay, Tilly, where do I begin?
You're gonna suck at this.
Tilly?
You don't even know the difference between a mage and a wizard.
Trust me, I'm not that stupid. And besides, I wish my sister would have been normal and left me something like a diary or a journal, but you had to be a dork and leave me a Dungeons & Dragons model instead.
Module. D&D module.
Module. Whatever. How do we do this?
You're gonna die like 5 seconds into this.
Well, you're already dead, so at least you have that in common.
Fine. You wanna do this? Then let's do this. Greetings, adventurers. I am Tilly Evans, and I will be your dungeon master.
My what?
Your dungeon master.
Okay.
Before you is a game unlike any other, one written to test your mind, your cunningness, and your badness. Are you ready?
I guess.
Then imagine, if you will, the following setting. You are on the mystic sands of a beachside. The sun is warm and you feel relaxed. To one side of you is the endless blue ocean. On the other side is a dark, ominous forest. A hooded stranger approaches.
Am I supposed to do something here? Like fight it?
Not yet.
But you said a hooded stranger approaches. If a hooded stranger approached me in real life, I would mace him.
You don't have a mace here.
That's fine, but what do I do?
Just chill. I'm still giving you your given circumstances.
Tilly.
Tillius, actually. The paladin.
You're a player in this game?
Of course. I made it up, didn't I?
Tilly, that's...
This is a D&D adventure, not therapy.
Sorry.
Are you sure you want to do this?
Yes, but I just don't know what to do.
Of course you don't. You're a noob.
Yeah, Tilly, but I really want to try. I just know this meant so much to you, and... You're right. This isn't therapy.
Okay, forget about the hooded stranger. Let's just... Here, take this.
Okay.
Suddenly, 3 bugbears are after you!
3 what?
Bugbears are after you!
What the hell is a bugbear? Are they small? Are they bears?
They are neither small nor bears. The first one strikes! Ha!
Oh! Wait, don't I get a turn?
You wasted your turn examining the bugbears.
What?
Which they appreciate. Bugbears aren't used to getting such attention. The second one strikes! Ah! You've been damaged.
Really, I couldn't tell.
What do you want to do?
I fight back.
You swing. And miss.
Look at that thing! How did I miss that?
The third one strikes. And misses.
Okay, wait. Let me think.
You take your turn to think.
No. I don't do that.
Huge damage. Agnes, your character is dying. What are you going to do?
What can I do?
Start playing this game correctly.
But how?
Stop acting sarcastic all the time. And I'll help you. Can you do that? Agnes.
Okay.
You promise?
I promise. What are you doing?
Tillius uses a revive spell to restore Agnes's hit points. You get to your feet. We stand side by side and raise our weapons. And this is what happens next. Down! We defeated the +1 in being less dumb.
Wait, that's a stat?
Yeah! You're less dumb yet! Let's go find the rest of the party.
This next piece is written and performed by Ethan Frederick.
Yeah, Ethan! Woo!
I don't have much time left now. Do I? Megan! I'm dead. That one That's a lion. No. The bright one. Orion's belt? What the fuck kind of belt is that? The ocean is littered with the corpses of my failures. Do you hear them drowning? Drowning, muffled by the ocean. I thought she'd be ashamed of me if I told her. But part of me was worried that she'd feel bad for me. I never deserved her comfort. I just wanted to be strong. I never was. I can't crawl out of this hole! I tried. I swear I did. Hey. I'm Jeremy. Nice to meet you. Megan. I was just wondering if I could have your number. Phone number. Yeah. What was your name? Oh, right. I didn't notice this before. The stars, they're connected. Connected across their space and time, connected to us, but not just by space, something else, a force brings us together. We are connected. We are connected through, we breathe the same air, we stand on the same soil. We are connected through everything. Death is but the entrance into forever. We exist now and always. No! You never listen to me! How many times do I have to ask you? Relax, I am fucking relaxed. Whatever. I'm not talking about this right now. Do you feel pity for me now? Oh, there I am. Oh, you see me now. You see what lurks beneath. Don't feel bad. He once fooled me too. But now you've seen. He destroys things and people. He breaks things and people. He let the monster back out of the cage. Don't you see? He deserves this. I deserve this. I deserve this. Hey. Do you mind if I sit? Do you need a hug? That's okay. We can just sit here. We don't need to talk. Can I say something? I used to think I was the only person drowning. But now I realize we're all drowning all at the same time. We're all drowning at the same time. It's like the water muffles the sound, and we might be drowning in different substances. Like you might be drowning in honey, and I might be drowning in cranberry juice. But if we just knew that the other person was drowning, we could. Sorry. Why are you laughing? No. I love cranberry juice, but... Okay, I think we're diving a little too deep into this metaphor. That pun was not intentional. Was not. Oh, whatever. Drowning in honey. You disturb me. That disturbs me. You disturb me. I used to wonder why you decided to forgive me. But now, I think I might. We are all fractured, and we embed pieces of ourselves within others. Please, just take that piece of me with you. For all his flaws and beauty, he's just another one of us.
Our next piece is from the Diary of Anne Frank. It is February 1944. World War II is in progress, and the Frank and Van Daan families are hiding from the Nazis on the top floor of a warehouse in Amsterdam, Holland. All the small windows have blackout curtains. Peter, a quiet and unhappy 17-year-old, rushes into his little room, and Anne, played by Ceili, goes to comfort him.
Look, Peter, the sky. What a lovely, lovely day. Aren't the clouds beautiful? You know what I do when it seems I couldn't stand being cooped up in here for one more minute? I think myself out. I think myself on a walk in the park, where I used to go with Pim, where the jonquils and the crocuses and the violets would all grow down the slope. You know, the most wonderful thing about thinking yourself out is you can have it any way you like. You can have the roses and the violets and the chrysanthemums all blooming at the same time. It's funny. I used to take it all for granted, and now I've gone crazy about everything that has to do with nature. Haven't you? I wish you had a religion, Peter. No, I don't mean you have to be Orthodox or believe in heaven and purgatory and hell and things. Just some religion. It doesn't matter what. Just something to believe in. When I think of all that's out there, the trees and flowers and seagulls, when I think of the dearness of you, Peter, and the goodness of the people we know, all risking their lives every day for us. When I think of all that goodness, I'm not afraid anymore. I find myself and my God and we're not the only ones who've had to suffer. There's always been someone who's had to. Sometimes one race, sometimes another. And yet, I know it's terrible trying to have any faith when people are doing such horrible things. But you know what I sometimes think? I think the world might be going through a phase. The way I was with Mother. It'll pass. Maybe not for hundreds of years, but someday I truly believe that people are good at heart. Peter, if only you'd see all of it as part of some great pattern, that we're all 1 minute in the life. Look at us, going at each other like a bunch of stupid grown-ups. Look at the sky, Peter. Isn't it lovely?
All right, this next piece is from This Murder Was Staged. Edson plays a long-suffering stage manager, and Avril plays a theater director.
Do you know what I'm thinking?
You're thinking you want to make some tweaks?
I'm thinking I want to make some tweaks. Act 1 should be more like Act Fun. But it's giving Act None. Do you know what I mean?
Unfortunately, yes. And let me guess, you want to redo it all, don't you?
No, not at all. I just think we could start somewhere back a bit, close to the beginning.
Okay. Did you have a page in mind?
One?
Page 1?
Oh, that's a great idea. Let's do it all over.
We just spent the last 3.5 days teching Act 1 alone. We don't have enough time to start from scratch.
Nonsense. We haven't used all the hours in the day yet, have we?
We can't use all of the hours in the day.
What? Because of laws, rules, regulations, laws of nature, yada, 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 yada. This is the theater. All that matters is art. Am I right?
No!
Great! Now, Judy.
It's Trudy.
Let's call that a minor rewrite.
You want to rewrite my name?
Yes, well, it's an improvement. Trust me. Never take the first draft of anything. Now, Judy, since we've decided to start back again from page 1, I'm thinking we could also do some recasting.
You want to recast during tech?
No, that's absurd. I want to redo some of the parts. We could do some kind of audition tech hybrid thing. I'm sure you've run one of those before.
That is not a thing anyone has ever done before.
Then we are pioneers, Judy. I love your spirit.
I could kill you.
Let's order dinner first. Why don't you get everybody else's orders and then come back and we'll discuss again.
I already have everyone's orders except for yours.
No, this won't do.
What are you doing?
Yes, well, it's all wrong.
Are you rewriting the menu?
Yes, well, it's rather dreary, isn't it? It needs more... Do you know what I mean?
What is this?
It's what I want.
You just wrote in Mother's Chicken.
Yes, well, I want the chicken that Mother used to make for me.
You can't just write whatever you want on the menu.
But I am the director.
Not of the restaurant!
Well, I should be. What amateurs.
You crossed out the veggie burger with fries. That is what I ordered. The thought of having that has been the only thing that's gotten me through today.
You know what's better than a veggie burger? The theater! Yum! Take a bite. No? Theater. And a plate of Mother's chicken. Make the order, Judy.
Somehow, some way, I will kill you!
Thank you.
But this is a scene from Dewey Boy and Wookie. Dewey Boy and Wookie are played by Edson and Diego, are prison guards about to pull the switch on the electric chair and execute a command. They're waiting for midnight.
Come on, Commissioner. Flip the light. I just sent that old boy home.
Relax, Wookie.
What's he waiting for? Thunderbolt. Just get this thing over with.
What's the matter with you, Wookie?
Nothing. Ain't nothing wrong with me. It's just that I hate wasting the taxpayers' money. That's it. Time and money. Let's just go home, man.
12 sharp. Nothing is gonna happen until 12 sharp. Not a minute before.
But what made such a damn big fuss out of this thing?
We have to play it by the book, Wookie.
Man, I say we burn that book, fry his ass, and go home. Yeah. Fry his ass. Let's go home. Fry his ass. Let's go home.
Shut up, Wookie! This isn't a baseball game! We're about to make history here.
History.
I'm not making any history here, man. It's a job.
Well, show a little respect.
Respect, you said. You're trying to make me feel bad for that old Tom Dooley there? Is that it, Dewey boy? Yeah, you want me to feel sorry for that guy? Well, I don't. I don't feel sorry for him, and I'm not gonna sit here and listen to you get all sentimental about old Tom Dooley there. I say, let him hang.
James.
What?
His name is James.
Don't give me his name.
James P. Duncan.
Fried chicken.
James P. Duncan.
Crispy fried chicken. Yeah. I'm gonna get me some fried chicken. Finger licking, lip smacking, spicy crunchy chicken.
Says here that James P. Duncan has an IQ of 62.
Well, 62. That makes him near genius, don't it?
He's retarded, Wookie, retarded!
Come on, Dewey boy. Retarded. In your high school, that would make him the graduation speaker. Come on, let's just pull that switch. Why are you reading that newspaper? I'm not interested in anything of that newspaper. You should throw it into the trash.
Read this.
I ain't interested, man.
Go ahead, read it.
Getha Outreach Initiative inspires young minds.
Not that, here.
James P. Duncan's lawyer believes it's
Unconstitutional.
Don't tell me it's unconstitutional, man. I know it's unconstitutional. I'm just breathing.
You want me to read it?
No, Dewey boy. I don't want you to read anything to me. I don't want you to talk to me, and I don't want you to look at me. Just leave me alone.
It's unconstitutional to give
Look,
the
Dewey, I told you I don't want to hear it.
unconstitutional to give the death penalty to people with limited mental abilities.
What? You can't kill stupid people?
Those with limited mental abilities.
Yeah, well, this is about everyone, doesn't it? I mean, maybe except this guy. What's his name? Einstein.
Albert.
I know his name's Albert.
He says that James P. Duncan can't tell the difference between right and wrong.
It don't matter. Look, Dewey boy. There's a special look in a mean, mad dog's eyes. You can just know he's bad.
You just know?
Yeah. Yeah, his eyes bulge. His head comes unglued. Ears spinning in different directions. His tongue is like something sticky he's trying to cough up. Anybody who's ever seen a mad dog before knows you better shoot them first. Bam! Or else he might come and bite you and make you crazy. And then it's your head that comes unglued. And then your ears spin. And your tongue begins to look like something strange looking grape dinner you've left for months in the refrigerator. Yeah, once you've seen the eyes of a mad dog before, you know you better shoot there. Then and there. Fa!
Fa?
Yeah, man! Fa! Just like that. And then cut off his head and ship it to the capital.
To the capital?
Don't you know nothing? You put it in a box, wrapped in brown paper, and then ship it to the capital.
Why would anyone ship a dog's head to the capital?
Because, Dewey boy, it's the government's job to keep track of all of the dogs, all of those mad dogs in this country. It's their duty to keep us safe.
I see. Have you sent a dog's head to the capital?
Yeah, sure. A time or two. Book rate. Like every other American should do.
And did the government reply? I mean, did you get any report?
Yeah. Once, I got a real friendly letter from the FBI. They were thanking me for the head and asking me to fill out questionnaire.
Well, just maybe the dog ain't mad. Maybe he has ate some garbage. Maybe he's having a hard time eating a fat he found. Maybe he's having a hard time
No,
swallowing
Dewey
a
boy!
button.
Dewey boy, I told you. You can just see it in his eyes. Why do you think they got all Tom Dewey there blindfolded?
Duncan, Wookie. His name is Duncan, and he's blindfolded because he's keeping his eyes from popping out of their sockets. It's not because he's crazy.
You really care about that old boy, don't you? I see. Do you want him to die?
No,
Yeah, no. You want the devil to live so he can kill again.
they.
That's it, Dewey boy.
Whoa.
Yeah, what about we set him free and kill your mother?
Whoa.
Yeah, how you like that, huh? Maybe he can kill your baby sister or your brother.
What?
Let's set him free. Let's set him free to steal that prized Camaro you drive.
Whoa,
Then
wait.
kill and rape your wife if you were ever lucky enough
No,
to
take
one.
it easy, Wookie. He just made me an orphan without a dog and wheels. All in one breath. It's just this acuity. Just got me thinking. That's all.
Thinking.
Yeah.
Shit. This is more like feeling. And once you start feeling for those kind, ain't nobody safe.
Yeah. Maybe you're right.
Bet on it. Got any gun?
No.
Do you see anything on my tongue?
You mean like a sword?
Yeah, anything.
No, it just looks like wet cucumber and bumpy and taffy.
No, man. Don't feel right. Probably I'm just hungry. Fried chicken. What time is it?
11:57.
What difference does a minute or two make? Just get done with this.
Listen, Duncan's lawyer asked for a stay of execution. And who knows? The governor might call at 11:59.
Let's bring that lawyer's ass, put it in the chair and test the current. I'm tired of waiting, man.
If it's unconstitutional to kill this guy, the governor will call.
Don't that just beat all? I mean, we fry a guy who's averagely smart. We even fry a guy who's intelligent. But if you got a little bit of stupid in you, we let you go. Sure as hell, I won't die in that chair because I can figure that one out.
We have to play it by the book, Wookie.
Fuck that book, man! This is like living in hell! Aren't you tired of just waiting around like this? Like, nobody in this country seems to be able to make up their minds. I'm fed up, man. Do you hear me? I'm fed up! I should have taken that job offer. I had another one, I swear.
Wookie, the switch! Wookie! Wookie, the switch! It's almost time to throw the switch!
The switch, Luke. Okay, man. Get rid of that newspaper and let's get back to work. Yes, sir. America's back at work again.
Next up, we have Mia, who will play Carley from the play Reasons to Be Pretty. Give it up!
I'm very
very attractive. I am. I've always been that way, but it's no great big deal to me. If anything, it's worked against me for most of my life. Example, have you ever tried to walk through some store, a supermarket? You're in a hurry and you're moving along, picking up some milk or an item or two like that, while some loser guy is following you around the whole time, around the whole place, slowly going behind you.
He might even have a kid in the car.
Thank you. Seriously, with the cart, maybe even a kid in it, but he keeps showing up in the same sections you're in. Or you can see him way down the other end, just coincidentally in the same spots you're at, for like a half dozen aisles in the row. And that is not all, because he also ends up in the same checkout as you, and does the small talk, and even tries to help you out to the car. Whatever he can do, it's weird and gross and upsetting, and it's enough to make you throw up sometimes, and I've done that before. Pulled over and vomited by the roadside, all because some man made me so nervous. I've been followed too. Yeah. Not just out to my car. All the way home. Slowly going behind me to see where I live. Or work. Or through the mall. From store to store by people. This happens so much. I mean, not like every day, but enough that I couldn't even give you a number. In my lifetime. And for what? Because I'm great or smart or have this wonderful and witty way about me? No. How could anybody know that from chasing me around Safeway? The answer is they could not. It has nothing to do with me and everything to do with this. My face. I was born with it, people. That's all.
And now we have a poem written and performed by Sofia.
I don't want to be consumed by the flames of your anger. I don't want to be consumed by your ego. I don't want anything from you. Desire has my heart in a chokehold, so why would I want to comprehend anything if my hands will always remain tied? Look at these chains. These chains that you made. You know, they felt much better when they were invisible. And don't get me wrong, their weight was still bothersome, but I just believed that life was meant to be heavy. I believed that pain was a human condition and sorrow the mother. I believed that this world was built on cattle and dark-skinned people and blood. Until recently I found out this was somebody's choice. Your choice. Sometime, somewhere far in the west, some greedy old man decided to conquest, and I believed that life was meant to be gray, and little did I know I was robbed of color. I was robbed of gold and silver. I was robbed of language, of culture. I was robbed of history. My history. And now, I'm stuck. I'm stuck between dusk and dawn. I'm only alive the first 5 seconds after I wake up, when all these thoughts are rushing through my head like I'll never have time to feel again. Until I remember, I have a duty. I have a duty to the world to keep production running. I have a duty to the white man to reaffirm his existence. I have a duty to myself to be complacent, to be beautiful for the stranger eyes that judge me, to be kind to the frightened hands that hold me, to be as human as your dictionary begs me. Civilized, obedient, quiet, cheerful, modest, pious, something akin to a digestible feminist, or a Western version of myself, or a human, whatever that means.
From Will You Be My Nemesis? Noah is Captain Battle, and Cassie is a bank robber who has just robbed a vault.
Hi, glad to meet you.
Oh, what happened? I was in the vault?
Hello, I'm Captain Battle. I've just foiled your bank robbery.
Oh, yeah, someone hit me on the head with a bag of money?
Bingo. My sidekick was listening in on the police scanners and thought that maybe I should check in on what you're getting up to. Bonk.
Oh, man. I guess that means I'm arrested, huh? I really thought I had a good thing going there.
Not so fast. Skirmish was right. Your technique was very impressive, and I was wondering, do you have a nemesis?
I don't think so.
Let's see if we make sense as enemies. We'd like to know each other.
Okay, sure.
So, you're a criminal. What do they call you?
Avery Applebaum.
Who?
Avery Applebaum. I tried to get people to call me Ace, but it never really stuck.
You don't have a professional villain name? That's okay, that's fine. We are okay. What are your origins?
Delaware?
Your origins are Delaware. Can you give me something to work with here? Why are you robbing this bank?
For money.
That's it? That's so depressing.
If you really want to get into it, I've been thinking about it a lot lately, and I make a lot of bad decisions. You know, on one hand, it's the lack of support system in our modern society, but I just have this hole in my heart that I'm trying to fill, and I've been thinking about going to therapy lately and really trying to explore that.
Well, that's no fun for me. Usually people have an accident with acid, or they're an evil alien or something.
No, I think I just have some issues I need to work out.
I'm sorry, I don't think this is going to work out. I don't think there's going to be a match here. It just doesn't sound right. Well, if it isn't my nemesis, Avery Applebaum. Go back to Delaware, you fiend!
I kind of like Delaware.
See, nemesis can't say stuff like that.
No, I get it. It's just another thing I messed up.
No, it's not you, it's me.
Don't spare my feelings.
In his private life, Captain Battle fights tuberculosis. Applebaum, if somehow you were to escape your bindings, like this, could you promise to go into therapy and not to rob any more banks?
So does that include houses too?
Nope, no more crime.
Okay, that's fair.
Good luck with your issues, Ace.
You called me Ace! Woo!
And now for our final performance of the night. This is from the play Rabbit Hole. Emilie plays Becca and Antonio plays her husband Howie. Their 4-year-old son Danny was recently killed by a car when he chased their dog across the road. The scene opens with a letter read by Julia, who plays the teenage driver of the car that hit Danny.
Dear Mr. and Mrs. Corbett, I wanted to send you my condolences on the death of your son Danny. I know it's been 8 months since the accident, but I'm sure it's probably still hard for you to be reminded of that day. I think about what happened a lot, as I'm sure you do too. I've been having trouble. I've been having trouble at home and at school, and a couple of people here just thought it might be a good idea to write to you. I'm sorry if this letter upsets you, I really am. That's obviously not my intention. Even though I never knew Danny, I did read about that article in the town paper. I'm so happy to learn a little bit about him. He sounded like he was such a great kid. I especially liked the part where Mr. Corbett talked about his robots. I mean, when I was his age, I was a big fan of robots too. In fact, I still am in some ways. I've enclosed a short story that's going to be printed in my high school lit magazine. I don't know if you like science fiction or not, but I've enclosed it anyway. I was hoping to dedicate this story to Danny's memory. I mean, there aren't any robots in this one, but I think it would be the kind of story he'd like if he were my age. Would it bother you if I dedicated the story? If so, please let me know. It's just the printer deadline is March 31st, and if you tell me before then, I can have him take it out. I know this probably doesn't make things any better, but I wanted you to know how terrible I feel about Danny. That no matter how hard this has been on me, I can't fathom what you must be going through. My mom has only told me that about 100 times. I, of course, wanted to say how sorry I am that things ended the way that they did, and I wish every day, as I'm sure you do too, I drove down a different street that day. Anyway, that's it for now, and if you'd like to let me know about the dedication, you can email me at the address above. If I don't hear from you, I'll assume it's okay. Sincerely, Margot Willette. P.S. Would it be possible to meet in person one day?
What is this? Becca! Becca! Becca!
What?
What did you do here?
What's the matter?
What is this?
What's what?
The television. What is this?
It's the Discovery Channel. It's a tornado program. You asked me about that yesterday. I recorded it for you.
Sakes.
What's the matter?
It's Danny's tape. You recorded over Danny's tape.
No, I didn't. That's Pride and Prejudice. We watched that last night.
I switched them.
What?
Last night, after you went to bed, I came down and I watched Danny's tape. That was Danny's tape.
Why didn't you take it out of the machine?
Why didn't you check to see what was in there?
I thought it was the TV tape.
Jesus, Becca.
Was it the one with the baby videos?
No. It was the recent one. The long one. The one with Mexico.
How was I supposed to know that you snuck down
and
there?
Christmas.
I thought it was the TV tape.
It wasn't.
I know, Howie.
It was the only copy, Becca.
I'm sorry. Well, I didn't do it on purpose.
Are you sure?
What does that supposed to mean?
I don't know.
Why would I record over Danny's tape on purpose?
I should have taken it out.
Wait, why would I deliberately record over it?
I don't know.
Why would
I don't know. You took the paintings off the fridge, Danny's paintings.
Yes, to save them, to put them in plastic.
And shoved them in a box.
For safekeeping.
Okay.
Wait, I didn't throw the paintings out.
I know you didn't.
You don't think I want that tape?
Obviously you did. I'm not saying you did it on purpose.
But what?
Maybe subconsciously.
Subconsciously. Is that what you're telling me at the group? I'm doing things subconsciously?
You're trying to get rid of him. That's what it feels like to me. Every day it's something else. Every day it feels like you're trying to get rid of any evidence that he was ever here.
I didn't know the tape was in there.
I'm not talking about the tape. It's not just the tape.
And the paintings, they're downstairs in a box. You can look at them whenever you want.
His clothes, his shoes.
We don't have space for that stuff.
You're wanting to sell the house?
Yes, we already talked about that.
Sending Taz to your mother's?
There was a lot going on, Howie. We couldn't deal with the
I
dog.
was fine with the dog. I was the one
It was
walking.
everywhere. It was in the way.
He was a reminder.
Yes! He was a reminder. So what? I wanted one less reminder around this place. That's perfectly normal.
Come on, that's not. And since you never wanted the dog to begin with.
For God's sake.
And you. Well, if I hadn't bought the dog.
And if I hadn't taken the phone, or if I had latched the gate.
I left the gate unlatched.
Well, I didn't check it! You know what? I'm not doing this game, Howie. Not over and over again. It was no one's fault.
Not even the dog's.
I know that.
Dogs chase squirrels, boys chase dogs.
Are you telling me or yourself?
He loved that dog,
Of course he did.
and you got rid of him.
Right. Right, like I got rid of the tape. I get it.
I'm not talking about the tape, Becca. It's not just the tape, it's his clothes and his shoes. It's everything. It's like every single time you're trying to get rid of any evidence that he was ever here.
Do you really not know me, Howie? Do you really not know how utterly impossible that would be? To erase him? No matter how many things I give to charity or how many art projects I box up, do you really not think I see him every second of every day? And sure, I'm trying to make it a little bit easier on myself by giving away some of the clothes or putting away some of the photos. But do you really think I'm trying to erase him? That tape? That tape was an accident. And believe me, I will beat myself up about that every day. Every day like I do with everything else I could have prevented, but I didn't.
Come on, it's not.
No, that's not what you mean. Right. Because you know how it feels like? It doesn't feel like I feel bad enough for you, or that I'm mourning enough for your taste, or that I'm mourning in the right way. But you know what, Howie? My grief is as deep and as awful as yours.
I know that.
Really? Do you? Because this is the thing. You are not in a better place than I am. You're just in a different place, and that sucks because we can't be there for each other right now. But that's just how it is.
His stuff is all we have left. And every bit that you
I
get rid of...
know you don't want to get rid of him. I know that.
Do you? Do you? I can't do this like this. Something has to change here, because it's... I can't. And I want the dog back. I'm sorry, but I miss him. I want him back.
Well, why don't we wait until...
I don't... What more do we have to lose? I want the dog back. I'm sorry, I miss him, and I want him back.